What is going on, L&M family? I know I kind of disappeared for a little bit, but I've been in the lab tinkering around with some amazing things. A whole lot has happened since the last time I checked in. I got to speak at the Women's Confidence Builders Executive Luncheon in South Carolina, which was amazing. Shout out to Christy and Angela for connecting me and letting me be a part of that whole experience. It was gigantic. Now, in regards to tinkering around, I've been playing with the new idea. You know how I am. Something comes up, gets my attention, and I can't leave it alone. So put together an email course. It's just kind of maybe an old thing, but it sounded really cool to me. And the name of it is Visible Leadership. And actually, Sean Moran is the one who gave me the idea by challenging me, because the virtual sweat equity improvement didn't have the virtual leadership component. So you're probably wondering, like, what the hell is this visible leadership thing? Well, it's an agenda item that helps us get connected with the people out there that are doing the work, because when we're involved in improving the work, it's kind of get in the middle of their stuff. And we're going to have some type of respect and connection with the people. Otherwise, they don't want us there. So anyhow, since virtual SQI is virtual, I needed a virtual means of accomplishing the connection with the people. So I put together the email course. There are 5 field activities. You can sign up for it. I'll put the link down there in the stuff. And there's an OT bonus attached to every single one of the field exercises. And if you do all of them, you and your friend can get a discount to the virtual SQI session that's going to be starting in January. And yes, I have been having a tremendous amount of fun delivering virtual SQI for 2 different groups right now. And the mind shifting that's happening gives me fulfillment. So of course, I'm going to do a whole bunch of it next year. Now, I haven't just been tinkering. I also got super duper duper lucky, and a few like mega podcasters reached out to me and gave me some time on their show. First is our friend, longtime L&M family member, James Gable, the uncommon communicator. I got to hang out and talk with him, and he really picked my brain and took it deep in terms of some of the stuff that is behind the book, right? Becoming the Promise You're Intended to Be. I'm super grateful for the type of questions that he asked, because it helped me like really examine some of the things that I hadn't thought about before. So you're going to want to check it out. Again, links are going to be down there. I also made a new friend who I got to meet like in person. I took him to Eddie's Taco House. We had some delicious chilaquiles for breakfast. He interviewed me on the Good People podcast. And what was interesting is a lot of his questions took me back in the day to when I was a foreman, and some of the little small actionable techniques that I did to like improve my performance, and it helped contribute to the amazing career trajectory that I'm currently living right now. So you're gonna wanna check them out. That one gets me like super excited about the compounding benefits of improving small things. And then the last rock star that interviewed me was Mr. Eric Anderton on the Construction Genius podcast. So obviously, I got a pass just to be on his podcast. First, I'm going to tell you, if you're going to be on these guys' podcasts, you better be ready for some questions that you have never been asked before, which is a spectacular experience for a guest. So in that conversation with Eric, we really get into like the mechanics of connecting with people and transforming from transactional to relational. And, you know, I went back and listened, and I was like, damn, I said some smart stuff. And it's all credit to Eric because of the questions he asked. So hopefully you'll have time to check those out between now and Thanksgiving. And I want to give you a heads up about the next live stream that my sister Jennifer Lacey and I are going to be having on No BS with Jen and Jess. And we're going to be talking about living your purpose. Are you doing it out loud or behind the curtain? And so if you haven't participated in one of those live stream experiences, I'm going to strongly suggest that you block out some time or find a way to be available Saturday, November 11th at 8 a.m. Central, and then every other Saturday after that, so that you can be a part of like the engagement. The No BS tribe in the chat lights it up, and they are really the main reason for the depth of the conversation, because of the value that they share, their insights, the advice, their questions really make for a super awesome experience, not just for the tribe members in the Omniverse, but also for Jennifer Lacey and I, because we run out of stuff to talk about. And you already know me, if I don't have a subject or something to focus and talk about, I'm going to be talking about me, and people are kind of sick of that by now. Lastly, I want to connect you with the resource. If you don't know my buddy Tats, you need to connect with him. There's 2 outlets that I suggest you connect with him on. If you're on the TikTok or on the Gram, connect with Tats. I'll put some links down there. And his podcast, Specified Growth Podcast. He has interviewed some inspirational, amazing entrepreneurs that look at business and life in that special kind of way, and they share a lot of really, really powerful insights as to what their experience has been and how to maybe get started launching your own ideas. And then if you connect with him on the TikTok or the Insta, he shares his own personal nuggets of wisdom, and that man has got some serious, serious experience. So check them out, connect with them, follow them, do all the stuff. I appreciate y'all very much. Be cool, and we'll talk at you next time. Peace.